Hey guys, just before we jump into this, I just want to mention I did get a little excited and I forgot to turn on some of the lighting here, so the video is going to be a little muddy to start with. Sorry about that. I'm sure it doesn't matter because this is going to be small, I hope. So, apologies. Hi everybody, this is Casey from AImmersive. I wanted to try to do a feature walkthrough of Brainwave, our AI tool platform. It is constantly under construction, so it's hard for me to even say what features are working right now, which aren't, which are being revised, and which are just bugged, but we're constantly doing our best. So what you're looking at right here is the universe page. This is to show you different universes that you've built. These first three, Chronicles of Borean, Prairie Skies, Beyond Humanity, Fertile Grounds, these are all demo games that we've come up with on our own that are by no means games, but they're structures, they're universes for which the rest of the game and story takes place in. So this is just like your narrative, workbook for what it is that you're doing. So because that's a little abstract, I'm going to show you one and we're going to create it together. So we're going to go right here. We're going to add a universe and I'll try to show you how easy this is. So this might be a little weird because I've never played the game, but because we're not going to sit here and try to come up with something on our own, just to make this faster, we're going to try to just recreate Bioshock. So we're going to call this universe name Bioshock. Default year. I did a little bit of research for a few minutes. I actually have never played the game. Sorry, I know that's super weird. I believe it takes place in 1960. We'll do the photorealistic and gritty visual style for this one. Summary. This I pasted together a little while ago. Let's see if it's still here. Yeah, okay, perfect. So just a quick summary. These aspects, political, technical, social, those are things that you can fill in. We also have ways of once you compile your universe with design documents, you can get these automatically fed in. There's also a place for special vocabulary here, which is really important if you're doing anything, unusual. So make sure the system understands like words, phrases, and systems that you have and want to build on in your system. So for concept art images, let's choose some files. I already downloaded some, add those in, let them grind. Files to be used. This is really interesting. I only have two. Normally, most people are going to have a fair bit more. So we'll just grab these guys here. So one of those is the actual Bioshock PDF, the pitch book for it. We'll see how our system does parsing the information from it. The other one's just like two segments from the Wikipedia article for Bioshock. I just kind of edited out everything else. Hopefully that'll be enough. Once all these things have been uploaded to the system, we're just going to hit save. And it's going to prompt us to use this universe. You have to compile it. So this part we're probably going to cut out just to make it a little quicker, a little shorter. But right now, all it's doing is it's taking all the information it can find from what you've entered into the system, from what you've uploaded to the system, including those concept art images, and it's going to try to build a really complex understanding of everything that's going on here. So everything that you continue to work on throughout the rest of the system, it's all going to be based off this understanding of what it is you're trying to build. Okay, let's cut through some of this wait time. So everything has finished compiling. What we can do is start coming up with like a cover photo for this guy. So we'll just press the generate photo button. Obviously, you can also upload something. We'll see what it comes up with and see if it's something we could live with. We'll probably cut all this out. Interesting. Okay, you know what? Good enough. Okay, so now that we've got all this finished up, we're going to go over here. So we are back here at the Universe tab. We can see our Bioshock universe is loaded up. To start working in it, we're actually going to come up here to the corner, and this is the universe we're going to work in. So we're just going to click here, come down here to Bioshock, and now we're free to roam around. So we're going to go into personas, or what we call personalities and characters, and there's nothing here, of course, because we haven't done anything yet. So let's add a persona. So let's call this Jack. That's the first main character's name. Description. Oh boy. I don't know. Let's come back to that. Make it visible to everybody in the company. 1960. Let's say 38. That seems young but old-ish. Click here. Male. Education. I don't recall. Let's just say he's a little smart. Occupation. I know he was in a plane crash, so maybe he's a bit airplane pilot / ed Venture. Goals and aspirations. Oh, brother. Okay. Personal description. Jeez Louise, I don't know. Okay, cool. Liking this so far. Okay, I'm liking this so far. So we'll just come down here and we're going to fill out his personality traits. Of course, other times you can also just have the AI fill this out based off the information you gave it before. You can actually have it fill out pretty much the entire personality. But since this is our main character, let's make them a little bit more nuanced the way we want to see it. So, worldview, a little bit on the negative side.
Yes, sir. Realism. Bold. Realism.
All right. Okay, so once we've got these all filled out the way we like, go back up here, save, and then same as always, we are going to compile. Let that computer do all the work. We'll cut through this. Okay, once that's done compiling, we're just going to come over here and for the hell of it, let's just hit generate a portrait. Okay, we got to look at our first Jack here. Actually not bad. Not entirely sure what's going on with this virusy thing he's got going in his bloodstream, but that's great. If you ever wanted to chat with this character, you're going to do that through other personas. So we're not going to be able to chat with Jack until we build another character in this universe for him to connect with. But you can always come in here, chat, select a location, select a persona, and away you go. In order to show you some of this stuff, why don't we go into one of our other universes? So we'll come up here, we'll jump into Prairie Skies, kind of fun. Go to our personas. And here you can see a number of the characters that we've created for this Prairie Skies universe. So what we can do is we can come in here. Let's look at Tim Mortis. And you can see Tim is a carpenter's apprentice who's recently taken over as the town's primary carpenter. Here you can see some more of the information we put in for him and how we've designed his personality trait. And this has been done with all of these characters. So you can go in here and chat with them directly. Just set yourself up a location like the saloon. You can talk as another character, so like Paul Locke, and we can just start a conversation. Well, you know, life in this fast-paced age sure does need some time to just sit back and enjoy a quiet moment when you can. Period. Not that there's much quiet around here. And this is why we always talk about how much of a writer's block killer this is, because you're no longer entirely responsible for coming up with everything that happens. You have systems that are talking back to you as these very in-depth, believable characters. So all of a sudden, this idea of you needing to generate 100% of everything that happens gets cut down to 50. And then, of course, yes, you're going to go back through and edit things. You're going to go and change things. But, I mean, just as a starting off point to feel like you're having a conversation with another person, it's huge. It is a massive boost, at least to my creativity. I feel so much more lively and able to just generate ideas off the cuff. It's crazy. It's truly fun. It's exciting. It's something that I hope you get a chance to check out in depth, in full. Really fun. Okay, so going past just the personas, we can also go into our locations. Here you can see we've already got 3 set up, but you can continue to add more locations to your universe, just like we did with universes and personas. This just allows you to help put more and more of those ultimate assets into this tool suite, so that way you're able to start building on your story right away. These are used not only for conversations with characters, but also for setting up scenes. And that's something I want to show you right now. So let's head over to scenes and let's start a new scene. So here, let's call this, geez, I don't know, Horse Pucky. Pucky. Horse Pucky. I don't know. Let's focus on personas first. Who are we going to have in this? So we're going to choose personas. Let's get our banker and our sheriff involved. And why don't we have the blacksmith come in and join them? All right, let's start off with the sheriff. He'll talk to Fallon. Event trigger. Let's have All right. So I had an idea once I started putting some of those characters in. So, scene description. An unusual amount of horse droppings have been left in the center of town, comma, sparking a conversation with some of the locals as to who the culprit might be, period. I have no idea what the system's going to do with this, so we'll just see. 1855. Choose starting location. This is going to be right in the center of town. All right. You know what? Let's make sure we've got some stuff going on here. So let's make sure Sheriff Paul starts off with Sheriff Paul notices an excess of horse droppings in the center of town and is more than a little curious as to where it has come from, period. All right, we'll give Fallon finds the situation very funny. Be a little taken aback by the grossness of the situation. Then maybe Fallon make light of the situation to make Mariana feel a bit more comfortable. All right, and then we'll just let it go from there. So once this is done, we're going to do the same thing as we always do. We're going to save and compile. So I'll hit those buttons, and then I'll probably just cut some of this out. Okay, so the compilation's finished, and let's check out the results. I can already see one mistake that I made by not putting an event trigger up here, just to let them know that Mariana's not in the scene yet, but will be joining shortly. So, oh well, my mistake. But it starts off, Fallon, you reckon we got ourselves a parade last night we didn't know about? That's good. See, this is what I love about this stuff. So he's addressing Fallon. He's putting Fallon's, occupation in here, as well as Marianne. Now this is really clever. You think the bank might sponsor a reward for information? Keep Foothill Flats clean and get yourself a shiny coin. I mean, that's pretty cute. And, if you ever want to come back and make some of these conversation bits shorter, you can, tell them, let's make this a short sentence, let's make this a long sentence. And of course, even after the fact, once this is generated, you can go back through and make some more stuff, add more stuff, change your director's intent, and just let it go. I left all these pretty long, so these guys are having quite a conversation. Again, this is just something that we came up with. And this is not by any means like how you're going to design your entire game, but man, for a jumping off point, this is killer stuff. Okay, and it looks like for the features that we're working on that are available in the beta suite right now, that's all we've got. There are a few more coming that will be really impressive, like the serializer. So in case you need to make thousands of items, you can, set up basic parameters and just let it rip. You can go through and check all those, figure out the ones you like, the ones you don't, ones you want to modify a bit. And the same thing for text, speech, dialogue. I think the one that's really going to be important is our wordsmith, which is going to be a co-writing tool, which will allow you to build really in-depth, narrative text to help you describe what's going on in this universe. I mean, that's just going to be a beautiful thing to help pass on to other departments or other people working on this to help share the vision of what's going on. Or in case you just want to do some companion text, books, novellas, stuff like that. Really the world's your oyster. But that's Brainwave. That's what we're starting off with. That's what's available right now at the time I'm recording this. And we're just going to keep moving on from there. There's a lot more features coming, and we just want to make this like the ultimate tool for creatives, game developers, writers, anybody that's trying to create a story and bring something to life. We want to be there to help you make your ultimate vision a reality. So anyways, please feel free to get in contact with us. Obviously, we are constantly looking for people to test this product with us, help us build it, put in features and implementations of things you want and need that are going to make your journey as easy and smooth as possible. All right, guys, I'm Casey from AImmersive. That's enough for this, but please feel free to reach out to us at any time. Okay, thanks for your time. Bye.